Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome أيها الطلاب to Arabic 101, class 44. We are going to begin chapter 17, Al-Layla. What's Al-Layla? Tonight. Chapter 17 is kind of a continuation of chapter 16 in the sense that we're going to take some plurals, but what we're going to add is some description to those plurals. We've done this before, right? We know how to describe something. Yawmun tawilun, long day, right? But what happens when that object is plural? And it's not yawmun, it's ayyamun. Do we still say tawilun or do we say tawilatun? You know, so that's what we're going to be taking, a little bit of that today. الدرس السابع عشر. الدرس السابع عشر. What's that mean? 17th lesson. Right? أبواب المسجد مفتوحة. لمن هذه البيوت الجديدة؟ هي لمدير الشركة. النجوم جميلة. هذه الدروس سهلة. في الهند لغات كثيرة. أين الكتب الجديدة؟ هي في المكتبة. تلك السرر مكسورة. الساعة اليابانية رخيصة. هذه الحمر. ثم بين قوسين. Look at this. قوسين. What's قوسين? Parentheses, brackets, right? قوسين. الحمير للفلاح. أين كتبكن يا أخوات؟ هي في الفصل. هذه كتبي وتلك كتب أختي. هذه مكاتب الطلاب. في هذا الشارع فنادق كبيرة. So this lesson isn't about dialogue like usual, but it's just one sentence after another. And because you guys are so caught up on your review, I'm sure that you know the meaning of all of these words. Correct? Yes. أبواب المسجد مفتوحة. What's the meaning of أبواب? When you're, yes. It's the plural of door. Just whenever you're walking by, watch out for these wires up front, Jaffa. It's the plural of door. Yes. Doors of the masjid, or the doors of the masjid are open, or, oh, be careful, Abdul Malik. Or the masjid doors. All right? The masjid doors are open. Maftuhatun. Now, I have to write this on the board. Because normally, bab, and you guys tell me, is mudhakkar or mu'annath? Mudhakkar meaning masculine. When it goes to jam', abwabun. Do we treat it like a mudhakkar or do we treat it like a mu'annath, feminine? We treat it like a feminine, plural or singular?
Plural.
Singular.
What?
Treat it like a singular feminine. Treat it like a hiya. Treat it like a hiya. The plural of غير عاقل. Is this عاقل or غير عاقل? غير عاقل.
Oh, we're still doing that. Oh, I forgot about that.
That's why I got to bring it up. This is غير عاقل, so when it goes to plural, treat it like you would hiya. Singular, feminine. All right. Now, it says al-abwabu. What did we add to abwab? That's right. The or al. Right? Al-abwabu. And I'm just going to make up a sentence. Kabiratun. The doors are big. The doors are large. All right? Kabiratun, normally I would say al-babu kabirun. Without the ta. This ta is used for feminine. And it's used for feminine single. Right? I didn't step out of the camera, did I?
They're halfway out.
Oh. I'll just write that way more. Okay, so now whenever we describe a plural غير عاقل, guess what we do? What's this?
You need a new eraser? I got one in the office.
Nah, just smearing it more.
We'll get you an eraser.
I don't think it's going to help.
What do you call that plural again?
Plural?
What do you call it?
Jam'. Jam' is plural, but what do they call it? Irrational plural. It's jam' غير عاقل. غير عاقل. All right. So this is what we have in the book now. It says at the first sentence, أبواب المسجد. The masjid doors. مضاف إليه. مفتوحة. What's the meaning of مفتوحة? It's singular. What's it mean? It's open. What's just male? الباب مفتوح. مفتوحة. All right. All right. Now we can get different people to read. Abdul Malik. Read number 2 loud so that Amir can hear you. Number 2.
Yeah, I didn't learn that.
لي.
Second word.
لمن هذه.
Well, yes, sorry, the third word.
البيوت.
بيوت. Right. لمن هذه البيوت بيوت الجديدة too.
That's right.
هي لمدير شركة.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have one. Just to dry it off, and here's a new eraser.
Very nice. All right. هي لمدير الشركة. Thank you. Oh, yuck. All right, let's keep this here. All right, very good, Abdul Malik. So it says, لمن هذه البيوت الجديدة هي لمدير الشركة. Let's identify what's happening here. لمن هذه البيوت. Buyut is plural. I mean, let's do this. Mufrad or jam'? It is jam'. Is it jam' aqil or jam' غير عاقل? غير عاقل. It's irrational. It doesn't have no brain, right? Even if it did have a brain, it cannot rationalize. Okay.
What does it mean?
What is that?
What does the word mean?
Buyut. Bayt is one. Buyut is plural. Bayt is house. All right. Now, when he pointed to all of the houses, did he say هؤلاء? Is a plural. Why didn't he say هؤلاء? That's right. So when we have a word like buyut, which is a jam' غير عاقل, irrational plural, we have to treat it as a singular feminine. And that's why we used هذه. هذه امرأة. This is a woman, right? هذه طالبة, right? What's the plural of kitab? Kutub. هذه كتب. These are books. See how هذه now means these and not this? Depends on what is being demonstrated or pointed to. And then the description also, do we say jududun or jadidatun? Jadidatun, singular feminine. All right? Ismail.
So, Mama, Sharikatu, is it college?
We'll get to, but we got to really know about this jadidun and jadidatun. Ismail, the word lahmun. What does lahmun mean? It means meat. What's the plural of meat? Lahm. Let's do this. Bayt, buyut. Lahm. Luhum. Luhum. All right? Let's say you got some delicious meat. With a Z or a tha? Say it loud, he can't hear you. Say luhumun. Luhumun ladhidatun. Delicious meats. All right, why? Buyutun jadidatun. I want you to be able to describe a plural غير عاقل with a proper, adjective. Sayyaratun. Go. Describe it. Sayyaratun. Plural. Sayyaratun. It's correct. Even we already used jadida, but it's correct.
Clean.
How do you say clean? Nadhifa. Nadhifatun. Clean cars. Right? Sayyaratun nadhifatun. So when you go buy a car, you can ask him if you have an Arab car dealership. Ahadihi. What'd you say? On Nolensville Road, there's a bunch of them. Ahadihi sayyaratun what? Nadhifatun. 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 Are these clean cars? And what would he reply? Naam. Kulluha nadhifatun. They're all clean. Which should be, which point out to you that there are some that aren't clean. All right, let's get back. هي لمدير الشركة. هي لمدير الشركة. All right? So we know what the meaning of mudir is. What's sharika? Partner? Close. It means company. Huh? Sharikun.
So you say mudirish.
لمديرش. لمديرش.
Li because of the li.
Yeah. So, sharikun is partner. If you're in a business partner with somebody, you say hada shariki. It's not on the lesson, but somebody brought it up, so it's coming out. Sharika means company. Sharikatun means company. Whose are these new houses? They are the mudir of the sharika. What do we say mudir is going to be used for? Well, head of the company, the director of the company, right? The president of the company. It could be used as manager of the company is probably best because they would have used Ra'is if it was president. Yes, he had his hand up.
So if you were to say like a female partner, how's my
Sharikatun.
Sharikatun.
Yes, you just add that ta at the end.
So it's the same thing.
No, sharika. You guys aren't hearing that yet. I knew this would happen. There's a ya in there. Sharikun. Not the one that's written. The one I told you means partner.
Oh, okay.
There's a ya in there. The one in the book doesn't have it. It's shari, not shari. That means you guys got to come to Quran classes, because they'll show you which one is a med and which one's not a med. Med means like to elongate. All right. So when you say female, you're just gonna add what? That's it. The kaf gets pushed in the middle. Sharikatun. What's haya mean?
Life. Shy.
Huh? Hayatun.
Life.
It means life. Shy means haya'un with a at the end, not a ta. So if you say sharikatu hayati, what does that mean? Life partner. Or partner for life. Right? Life, not wife. Brother. 2018. They don't want you to say which one is your spouse. You can't say the husband is male and the wife is female. It's just both. It's 2018 now. Let's get back to the lesson. So, number 3, اقرأ, please.
النجوم جميلة.
That's very correct. النجوم جميلة. Meaning?
The star is beautiful.
How many?
The stars are beautiful.
He's right. The stars are beautiful. أحسنت. Umar. We don't need to explain further because we already did a lot. Now we can just go through the examples.
هذه الدروس سهلة.
Oh, yes. That's صحيح. هذا صحيح. ما معنى ذلك عمر?
These
These
classes
or lessons.
are easy.
صحيح.
نعم.
Yeah. These lessons are easy. مظفر.
I'm lucky man, I got easy.
في الهند لغة كثيرة.
Make the alif long. لغات.
في الهند لغات كثيرة.
طيب المعنى في الهندي. Break it down.
In India.
That's right. لغات. What's لغة? What's لغة?
Language in there are a lot of languages in India.
Very good. Many. كثير or كثيرة means many or a lot. So it says in India there are many languages. Sayyid, you had a question or? Okay.
أين الكتب الجديدة هي في المكتبة.
Very good. اشرح. Explain.
Where is the new books?
That's right.
The new books. They are on the desk. It is on there.
Yeah, so you have hiya now.
Yeah.
Normally we translate hiya as singular, but in context we're talking about a plural of books, so you can say they. Even though, what's the word being used? We're using hiya, right? And hiya means she, right? It means it, if it's one item. What if it's a many items? It could mean they. You guys see hiya? It means all three of these depending on context. So in the book, he said, what did he say? أين الكتب الجديدة? And they answered, هي في المكتبة. Hiya, can we say she for the books? Makes no sense. It's not enough. They are in the maktaba, which is? No.
Office.
No.
Library.
Library. Maktabun is desk. And maktabatun is library. Abdul Majid.
With a female. No, it can't be a female.
Female desk.
Yeah.
I'm glad you caught yourself.
تلك السرور
Sururu. Not sururu. Tilka sururu.
تلك السرور
Mm.
مكسورة.
That's right.
The bed is broken.
The bed? Is he pointing close, far?
Close. These beds are broken.
What's هذه?
Tilka is
So,
those beds are broken.
there you go. Those beds are broken. Tilka. It's the opposite of هذه. Opposite of هذه. هذه is for singular feminine close or plural غير عاقل, close. And tilka is for far, still singular feminine or plural غير عاقل. Or جمع غير عاقل.
It's never going to be that. So it's gonna be two.
If it's a plural غير عاقل, it's not going to be ذلك. طيب السؤال الثامن. No. نعم السؤال الثامن. Billand.
الساعة اليابانية رخيصة.
Okay.
رخيصة.
All right. الساعة اليابانية رخيصة. Are there any plurals here?
No, Gabani?
Hold on. We got to get Billand in this. Where's the plural, Billand?
I don't see one.
Because there is not one. There's not one there. So they're just showing you treat it the same as singular feminine. That's all they're showing you there. And what does that sentence mean? ما معنى هذه الجملة?
The hour in Japan. I don't know what that word means.
هذه ساعة.
The watch.
The watch.
The Japanese watch. I don't know what that word means.
What's غني?
It's rich.
Okay, so if you're,
It's expensive.
well, it's opposite.
But it's cheap.
Yeah. And normally you'd say like غال is the opposite of رخيصة. غال.
Watch from, yep.
So they're saying Japanese watches are cheap. They have it wrong. This must have been like back in the 80s or something. But that's not the case anymore. They're expensive, I think.
No, they're cheaper than Swiss.
Cheaper than Swiss?
That's what
they mean.
Yeah.
So you're from the 80s. So you know this. طيب. Number 9. السؤال التاسع يا معلم. The second معلم. طيب هذه الحمر للفلاح. ما معنى حمر? That's right. The plural, but let معلم do it next time. It means donkeys. And I remember reading you guys فما تنفعهم شفاعة الشافعين كأنهم عن التذكرة معرضين كأنهم حمر مستنفرة. Right? What surah did you say that was in? What is it? Mudaththir. Yeah. Humur means donkeys. And you can also have a different plural for humur, which is بين القوسين. And what is that? Hamir. Hamir is another plural. There's a lot of times where there's multiple plurals for a word. Don't get,
So this means
donkeys.
too?
Yes. Humur and hamir both mean donkeys.
Singular form.
Himar. Yes. These donkeys are what? Yeah. The farmers. These are the farmers' donkeys. السؤال العاشر. إسماعيل.
أين كتبكن يا أخوات؟
يا أخوات. Good.
هي في الفصل.
اشرح. أين كتبكن? No. He's going to do it. He knows every single word in there. Okay. What's أين?
What is?
Kutub.
That?
Is it one or many?
Yeah, many.
Many, right? And kunna, when it's added to a noun,
Oh, it's yours.
but which kind of yours? Is it for singular, feminine, masculine? There's kitabuka,
Feminine plural.
feminine plural. So now, أين كتبكن?
Yeah.
يا أخوات.
With your books, sisters,
Good.
right? And
Here.
here في الفصل.
Which one of these are you going to use for here? Because we're talking about books. It's
They
they are. I didn't write are, but they are.
are in the classroom.
See? So he knows it. He just was trying to take a lazy way out. طيب. في الخلف. اقرأ.
هذه كتبي وتلك كتب أختي.
Okay.
My books, those are my sister's books.
These are my books and those are my sister's books. Very good. There's no need for explanation. It's straightforward. تفضل.
هذه مكاتب الطلاب.
مكاتبة. Why with a fatha? What made you change it from dhamma to fatha?
مكاتب الطلاب.
That's right. If there's nothing to change it, then leave it alone. Leave it in dhamma.
Makabi what?
Makatibu.
Makatibu.
Ah. What does maktab mean? Desk. So makatib, plural. Jam. Desks. These.
Students. Yes.
Very easy. Yeah, Noor.
في هذا الشارع
Do shari'i because of fi.
الشارعي
Mm-hmm.
فنادق
فنادق.
فنادق كبيرة
Okay. اشرح. في هذا الشارع.
in the street
What? Huh?
street
What's فنادق? What's فندق?
Hotel.
Hotel.
A hotel. Very good.
Hotel.
those street big hotel restaurant
No, it's hotels, not restaurant.
hotels.
Yes, you said it and then you switched to restaurant. So in this street, right, are big hotels.
It doesn't have two dhammas, just one dhamma.
Fanadiq only takes one dhamma. It's like makatib. All right. Turn the page or go to the next page. It says حول المبتدأ exercise 2 التمرين الثاني. التمرين الثاني. What does that mean? Second exercise. حول المبتدأ في كل من الجمل الآتية إلى جمع. Yes. The number one? No, the number one is what we just. Well, let's see. You can actually answer that. Let's do number one. That works. Usually what they do in Tamreen 1 is they ask you about stuff that was in the dialogue. And since we take a long time explaining it, you know, we usually skip it since we already answered everything. But here's a little different since the dialogue is not really a dialogue this time. It's just, you know, examples. So now I get to ask one of you guys a question and then you guys get to answer in Arabic. So since we finished with Noor, we get to go to Amir. And now I'm asking you, Amir, أين الكتب الجديدة? Tell me what it means and then answer.
Are these books new?
So أين means where.
Where are the new books?
Where are the new books? Now what would you answer? I want you to use this word here to say they are. No, just from yourself.
هي في المكتب.
That works. هي في المكتب. It is in the desk. Good sentence?
Yeah.
All right, good sentence. Coming back to the beginning, number 2. لمن هذه البيوت الكبيرة? Tell me what it means and then answer it in Arabic.
You did that in the other one too.
What is it?
Oh, is it for me?
Yeah, same one. That's
Sorry, I was a little tired.
He's going easy on you.
I worked.
No, we got kabira instead of jadida. Is it? All right. So liman hadhihi, what does that mean? Liman?
This big. I forgot.
Buyut is houses.
Okay. For who? Or yeah. Who's,
For whom or whose is both sufficient. If you say whose or for whom, they're both the same. Go ahead.
whose are these big houses?
Whose are these big houses? Simple as that. Very good. What is it?
You wanted me to answer.
Oh yeah, tell me. That's good.
Let's see.
You can use this word for.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Let's see.
هي للجبريل.
Yeah. Could you? Does the one that's being assigned to have to be feminine too, or
No. Just say they belong to somebody. Hiya, li, and then whoever you want.
The Madonnas.
Brothers, Mudarris doesn't have that. Okay? You're gonna give the online people the wrong impression. He said hiya lil mudarrisi, which is khata, but it's acceptable as a correct sentence. It is the teachers. Correct. Ja'far, very good. السؤال الثالث. ما السؤال؟ أبواب السيارة مفتوحة.
نعم.
Do the rest of it. هي
هي
مفتوحة. All right. So I asked, are the car doors open? And he said, نعم. And I needed more. Tell me they're not open. Do you remember the word for open or closed?
لا هي
مغلقة. مغلقة. All right. Write that word down. It's good to write to have them opposites. مفتوح مغلق. مفتوحة مغلقة. All right. Very good. عمر أين أقلام المدرس؟
هي
على
المكتب.
هي على المكتب. Yeah, that works. ما شاء الله ما شاء الله. He's gonna be a fluent speaker soon. مظفر أين الكلاب؟ Whoa, this one you got to get creative.
هي في الشارع.
هي في الشارع. That's very good. They're in the street. And he said هي. Where are the dogs? Yeah. He said they're in the street. That's correct. And he used هي. He doesn't want you to leave him. And he thought he was just going to let you. سيد أين الحمير؟ No شارعي. Where is it? Now we're going across to the left. You guys have طلاب?
No, we have.
Okay. Yeah. أين الحمير? Oh, this is even bigger, guys. هي في الحقل. This is great. Field. حقل حقول. Excellent. Oh, you guys thought it was just going to take it to your, Watch out, the Indians are not playing around. All right, Abdul Majid. Okay, so since you're talking to Maryam, you have to change kutubuka. What'd you say?
I said kutubuka, but it's kutubuki.
That's right. Aina kutubuki ya Maryam.
Aina kutubuki ya Maryam.
Mm-hmm.
Where are your books?
Maryam. Yeah.
Here, fit.
Classroom.
Here, alal kursiya. Kursiyum.
Kursiyi. Because of ala. Hiya ala al-kursi. Where are your books, O Maryam? They're on the chair. Very good. That's good. Creative sentence. Billand ran away. معلم. أين دفاتر الطلاب؟
هي لحقيبتي.
في?
نعم هي في حقيبتي.
It sounded good, but I can't hear the last part you're saying.
حقيبتي.
No, you said في حقيبتي, but I couldn't hear if you're saying حقيبتي, mine, or حقيبته, or حقيبتي, or حقيبتهم, or what were we saying? حقيبته? So all of their notebooks are in his bag. That's what you want to say? That's correct. He's got a big bag. طيب. Here he said, أين, let me read it again. أين دفاتر الطلاب? Which means, where are the students' notebooks? And he answered, هي, meaning the books, في حقيبته. The notebooks are in his bag. We're going to pause for the adhan, then we'll come back.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
All right, we're back. And we have reached the 9th question. Ismail.
أين الفنادق الصغيرة؟
That's right. أين الفنادق الصغيرة? Right? Where are the small hotels? How would you answer? I came to you, Ismail. I said, أين الفنادق الصغيرة?
هي أمام السوق.
In front of the marketplace. What are you guys thinking? You guys thought you're the only one who practiced? He's right. He's practicing too. So the question was, where are the small hotels? He said, هي أمام السوق. It's in front of the marketplace. He's right. All right? Yeah, أمام السوق. All right, Bill, number 10. You can't get away. I wanted to surprise you, let you think I forgot about you. لمن هذه الأقلام الجديدة? What does it mean?
Whose new pens are these?
Okay, or whose are these new pins? Whose are they? I need you to use here. Start with here. They are.
هي للمدير.
Here للمدير. Very good. Mudir got some new pins. They're his. He likes them. That's correct. أحسنت. Yes, we got time. Abdul Shakur, in this next section, التمرين الثاني, right? And this we're going to end with you guys at the end. And this will be your homework also for tomorrow. It says here, take the mubtada and transform it into a plural. All right? So for example, they have al-babu maftuhun. Do you guys see that? Where it says mithalun, example. Al-babu maftuhun. So you take al-babu, which is the mubtada, and you put al-abwabu. Can you still say maftuhun after using al-abwabu? You have to change that also, maftuhatun. So now I want you to do that with number 1. For هذا قلم جديد. And it's surprising how this is kind of like a trick question now. Yeah. Yeah, because they said take the mubtada and make it plural. But here, هذا is the mubtada. And you didn't make it plural. You used هذه. But what they're referring to is aqlam. Aqlam you had to make it. Very good. So you said هذه أقلام جديدة. Very good. Number 2, Mustafa.
النجم جميل. هذه النجوم جميلة.
هذه النجوم. We don't have هذا or هذه. You don't need to add it.
النجوم جميلة.
That's it. النجوم جميلة. Next time when you're with your wife and looking at the stars, you say النجوم جميلة. Right? Yeah. Noor.
ذلك كتاب قديم.
ذلك كتاب قديم. That is an old book. Make it plural. Kitab needs to be what?
ذلك كتب. تلك كتب. أقدام.
Just make it feminine. قديم قديمة. So a whole sentence?
تلك كتب قديمة.
تلك كتب قديمة. That's excellent. Good job. These are, or those are new books. Amir. ذلك البيت جميل. Take the word bait, make it plural.
Here, ذلك البيت جميل.
All right, so we're doing a su'al al-rabi'. It says ذلك البيت جميل. What's the plural of bait?
بيوت.
Buyut. So do we still use ذلك?
No, we use في بيوت.
No, do we still use ذلك or do we use تلك? تلك.
تلك البيوت بيوت جميلة.
That's right. تلك البيوت جميلة. Very good. Those homes are beautiful. Now I know you came in a little bit late, Mr. Imtiaz, but you know what we're supposed to do? Let's see it. Number 5. هذا الدرس سهل.
هذه الدرسات سهلة.
Almost, but it's not درسات. دروس. هذه الدروس سهلة. Very good. And the remaining part of these questions are going to be you guys' homework for tomorrow. All you have to do is take the mubtada, make it plural. and then you have to change what follows. All right? And we're going to go ahead and stop there. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.